first, I want to ask everybody when I kick off, how did your project begin? Where did it start for you?
The song in the movie Lonesome Town, it's a Ricky Nelson song. I've always loved it. I think at the time I was listening to it, feeling a little lonely in LA. I love LA so much, but I feel like at the time I was just like, man, like this city's big, I feel so small in it. But yeah, and then loved the song. Always kind of evoked Western. If you hear the original, it's way more Western than the cover we did, but always evoked like Western imagery. And then my friend Claudia Che, who did the cover, I basically brought her the song. I was like, could you do an acoustic version of this? My other friend Brian Kluver mixed, mastered, and produced it. And then from the song, we kind of engineered the visuals of it and came up with that.
Okay, very cool. And how did you achieve some of those graphics at the beginning?
Yeah, so that was all, it's basically like oil and water mixed. So me and, he's not here tonight, but our wonderful production designer, Jack Masura, we basically took plates, two glass plates, and my sister / producer, Sasha-Jo, Garrett here, let us borrow her animation like LED backlight that you could sit the plates on top of, shoot that into it, and then we mixed soap, water, and different dyes to get those kind of swirling effects. And all the visuals, like the beginning visuals, the ones where he's floating, are all just shooting down through the different plates. And yeah.
Wow, fascinating. And I mean, this thing has such an imprint of like Los Angeles and kind of downtown LA. Why did you pick that location, and also how did you pick the specific places that you shot in?
Yeah, I'm from Southern California. I'm not actually from Los Angeles. I'm from Orange County. So, you know, but I've lived in, and I've lived in East LA for 5 years now, and downtown LA is like, that's where I probably spend, when I'm not at home, probably most of my time. Like, there's just all the stuff that I do down there, from the Arts District to Spring Street, the municipal buildings. I just spent a lot of time there, so I knew already kind of the areas I wanted to hit. And also, the reason for downtown was that visually it's so, I think, for a character coming out of another time, I think the most overwhelming. I think
like shocking.
Yeah, if you spend time in downtown, especially near Spring Street, you kind of get it, where it's like, there's a lot of activity, a lot of cars, a lot of people, a lot of traffic. So wanted to have him kind of against that background. So yeah.
Okay. And so what was it like being on set, shooting around? With your actor in full costume, you know, you got to have a lot of confidence to do something like that.
Yeah. So I had never done wardrobe that extensive on a project before, and so we had kind of pieced together the outfit for him at a costume rental house in the Valley. And Isaiah, who I don't think is here tonight, incredible actor, stone cold killer, like can keep a straight face basically in you know, even when we're in public and people are kind of looking and gawking, like, oh, yeah. He was able to really stay in it the whole time. So that made it super easy. And a lot of the stuff we had to kind of shoot in steel documentary style. Vasily Bondarchuk is in the back, wonderful. My basically closest collaborator on this. Really, like, we were going out and just going to all these locations that we'd already scouted, and basically running around with panels and lights and just trying to shoot off whatever we could. Yeah, and I think those locations in particular were stuff that I thought would, again, place him against something that's more advanced in the time he's coming from.
Yeah. I'm going to open it up here. Can we get a question from the audience? Anything from anybody? Yeah, you open the front here.
What new projects do you have coming up after this?
Yes, just honestly, more shorts mostly. I actually just got a script yesterday for another short, and then I actually have a couple projects that are kind of finishing in post-production right now that are all going to, one of them just premiered yesterday at another festival, so doing that, and hopefully a feature in the future. That is the next step.
The white whale.
Yep, you know, as I feel like it is for most filmmakers. But yeah.
Great. All right, can we get a round of applause for Caleb Garrett?